Hello, hello. I had a thought just the other day, and maybe you had this thought. I bet I've had it 100 times, but it was the first time I was really aware of it. And the thought was, oh my gosh, I can't wait till things go back to normal. Oh my gosh, I so want that, right? There's that. It's such a logical thought, especially when we are in a time of this pandemic where there's so many things that I can't do that I want to do, right? Like hug my little grandson, go to the grocery store and just enjoy myself, hang out with friends. I want to go back to normal. But the thought, once I really looked at that thought, I was like, there's no going back. We can't ever go back to some way of being once we have gone through so much change. This is true in the big picture, the big change we've gone through in this country just the past month and in the world with this pandemic. We can't go back. And I'm going to just say it's a good thing. It's a good thing to put your attention on the fact that you can't go back. And there may be challenges and sorrow or tragedy that has affected you during this time. And there's a tendency to want to look back at the good old days or how things were. But since that's not reality, right? As coaches, we know this. Part of the curriculum that I teach for the Coaches Training Institute is about we have a tendency to want to live in the future or live in the past, and we miss right now. I know I'm not the first person to say this, but all that we have is right now. And what might change? Because I found I had a change when I really watched that thought about wanting things to go back to normal, and even caught myself from thinking too far out in the future, which is something I love to do, is to think I have a whole plan about seeing my grandson. Don't you think I don't? But I thought, wait a minute, what if I just let that go, how it used to be, and even let go of how I think I want it to be in the future, and just took a look at what's changed? How have I changed? How have I grown? It's not a comfortable thing to do. I'm just going to say that. There's a lot of vulnerability to really checking in with yourself and going, man, there's that phrase, the new normal. Not even that. Like, not the new normal, but just what's here now. Taking the time to really look at your life as we begin this new month, February. I love February. I can't say it very well, but I really love it. It's like just like one of those in between months. We have Valentine's Day and there's some kind of a holiday here, but it feels like a month where you just get to go, oh, let's hunker down a little bit. We're creating our visions in the new year. I had a whole thing on that last month. But right now, when we're still in the tunnel, right, that we see light at the end of the tunnel with this pandemic, perhaps with the change in administrations in this country. Maybe there's something going on in your life that's like, oh, I see it coming. But instead of like waiting for that to happen, seeing what's here right now, because this will never come again. This time where there's hope and there's new possibilities. I really, really encourage you. I have a little exercise that's in the email that's attached to this recording. Very, very simple, about just taking some time with this question. Like, what do you want right now? It's like the classic coach question. It's our favorite question ever. What do you want right now? Like today, this week, with exactly where we are, with exactly where you are. So that is your homework assignment. And I'd love to hear what you find. I think you might be surprised.